You see that hind? We're gonna take it.
We have James Burns here from Black Ops. James is Frank Woods in Black Ops.
Welcome back. It's time to announce the character of the year. All right, and the winner is Sergeant Woods, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Looks don't count for shit in the jungle. It's nah, baby.
It's you! Yes! Yes! Frank Woods! Yeah! Call of Duty Black Ops!
I'm here with Dave Anthony, director of Black Ops, and we are here at House of Moves because we are going into the mocap room to do something a little special with Frank Woods. Can you tell me how he was able to steal the spotlight and the VGA nomination when he's not even a playable character?
The actor James Burns, if you knew this guy and if you meet him, you will instantly know the answer to this. James is such a charismatic guy, and he just is this character.
So you are Sergeant Frank Woods in Call of Duty Black Ops.
Ma'am. You think I'm fucking nuts? This guy.
Here we are. Here we are. We are in like sin. On it like a bonnet. How we doing? Let's see who's today. Let's see. Yeah, I'm back from the Dreamscape Comic-Con in Atlanta. It's great. Good time. Good people, good times. Met some great folks. Met regiments. I'm just recovering. I have a lot of phone calls to make, so I'm just kind of relaxing. Re-entry is always a good thing. Who's here today? Let's go. Jude the Dude. How you doing, man? And of course, my best scale. M. McHugh. Don't need. You're here. Teddy Bush. Love me. Love my Teddy Bush. And Cash Monet. I love that name. Cash Monet. Hey, what's up, man? Love it. It's all coming together for you guys, huh? I love it. Terminated Bug. There's a new name. Are you new or is that just a new name? I know how you fuckers keep changing names up on me and stuff, so actually I need to get some sunglasses on. This is a little break for me. Hang on. All right. Ah, that's better. Oof. It's 2 a.m. over here. Yeah, I know, Teddy, you're up. Thanks for tuning in. How are things with the fella? You know? Jude the Dude, I will be doing, apparently I've got to sign the contract and finalize it, but I'm pretty sure I'm doing it. I will be in Stockton, California on the first weekend in March. So February 28th, March 1 and 2 up in Stockton. That will be posted with more information. Yeah, I figured that. You guys knew. And yeah, I know. I shaved it, so my face is back. I'm now I'm clean shaven again for a whole bunch of reasons. Narcs, you handsome bastard, you. And Brock Fuller, my boy Brock Fuller. Handsome young man. So what do you think? Frankalicious. I love you guys. Frankalicious. That's an excellent. I'm watching this show. I finally got myself. I gave myself some. I had to decompress, man. I'm tired. I've been traveling. I've been working and traveling for the last 6 weeks. I'm tired. I'm just kind of killing time. So I found a new TV new show. It's called The Rogue SAS about the development of the SAS. It's kind of great. Now, how much of it is real, I don't know, but it's pretty great. Cup of tea. No drinking tonight, guys. 21st Remix. How you doing? Are you a musician? 21st Remix. Are you doing it? Are you doing the musical deed? Yeah, it's good to meet you too. 21. So yeah, any things you want to discuss? Any world events? Crazy week. A lot happened this week. A lot happened. You have pancreatitis? I'm not that. I'm just have jet lag. Plus I've been burning the candle at both ends a little bit, doing a lot of work, trying to get ready for the next onset of things like AI. It's like it's just time. I've got to send a link for this. I forgot to send a link to Instagram. Doesn't matter. We're not here. I'm not going to chew up all of your night. I know a lot of you folks it's Friday night. You got shit to do, so I just want to say hi, check in. Cash, it's not taking. It has been taken over. We just don't know it yet. The stuff that we're using, it's on the consumer level. The chats and ChatGPT and all that, and all the agency stuff. That's only a fraction of what's really happening out there. Most of what you're seeing, I'd say 95% of it is like TikTok. Most of it, anything that's really controversial has been driven to you by AI. Anything that is rage bait is going to create rage, and you've been tracked. You've been profiled. These machines know everything about you. Human behavior is very, very predictable unless you somehow get some consciousness about it. But we are very programmable, and everything you see in your feed. Like I've been experimenting with things, and it's fascinating to see what pops up on the AI feed on my Instagram and Twitter. It's like it's really interesting, and I don't even think it's a country anymore. I think it's out of. I think this is my opinion, that somewhere, probably in China or maybe Iran, they took the next step with AI and let it, teach itself, become self-learning, and I think it's defending itself. I think it just seems like there's too much chaos right now, and it doesn't make any sense. And people, we are so susceptible to suggestion, and I just this whole thing in New York and what's going on. It's like we are being fed just enough poison to make us hate each other, and it's fucking working. That's the terrible thing. Let's see. You quit your old job. Good progress. I'm happy for you, Teddy. You deserve a good man, and I think he sounds like he's that. I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. I think all of these UFO and sightings, I think they're all just, my guess is that there's things that have been generated. We're just going to find out in the next couple of years, I think. Unfortunate 13, that's exactly what I'm talking about. They're there. They drop things to agitate you, and or to agree with your agitation. It's really fascinating how quickly. And it's hard. I have to. For me, it's puppies and hockey. I try to scroll past as much of the politics as I can now, and now it's just puppies and dogs, and. Yeah, and I get a lot of puppies, man. So, but I'll lose. Well, not near as much as I did. I got really disciplined. I don't do that as much anymore. But it's there. I see it. I see it grab me. I see them trying to grab and they're trying to piss me off. They're sending things to me that, all right, if you've been tracking me, you know I disagree with that. So it's sending it to me. So I agree with you. It is like they're trying to piss us off. Teddy, just assume it's not. Especially if it's outrageous and contentious, just assume it is not. Just assume it's a fucking lie. Just assume somebody's manipulating it. Assume it. Assume that we have to switch it over. We have to assume that we're being lied to and that it's a computer just generating stuff that, you know, this trying to get an outcome, you know. Yeah, Dell, I agree, right? You know, I agree. I got a feeling there's so many more things we're just going to start finding out about. I think there's going to be so many more. I think it's quicker than I think, and this is what I read, and it makes sense because every phone has an infrared scanner. So basically, it scans your face every 3 minutes. Your phone does, yeah. So the tip of it, especially the new phones. So it's actually reading your facial expressions. So even if you're only if you see something and you just want to pass through it, it'll register your reaction. Especially if you're a guy and you're trying not to get sucked into the TNA that's jumping all over the. They're always dropping in like a little TNA into something that's totally unrelated, and it's watching your. So what that is, you watch something, then you see some girl crawling on the ground or something, right? Just for like a frame, what that is, that's your phone, that's some AI learning what your reaction to that is studying your face because it's flipping this infrared at you. So that's scary because it's tracking everything in your face. Yeah, because it's trying to piss you off, you know, and it's in. Well, yeah, Narc, I mean, you know, remind me sometime in January, not in fucking beginning of November. You knucklehead. Nice, I like that. There's no way. The AI is getting so good, you're not going to know if it's real or not. And that's when you have to have another way. It has to be a different way of interacting with people. It has to be. And no one's figured it out yet. Yeah, that digital ID is kind of in motion. I'm already in the system because I've got the TSA stuff. So, but I still don't let them take my picture at the airport. You have to say, I'm going to opt out. You just walk up and they scan your face and I said, no, I still want to do it the old fashioned way. It's just slowing things down a little bit. But yeah, in England, now they're tracking your carbon footprint for sandwiches. They're saying this, they're closing it on a social credit system, and your life will be controlled according to how obedient you are to the narrative of the people in power. You know, it's fascinating. Yeah. A lot to do, a lot to think about, gang. Make sure you have. Hang on. Make sure you get your survival gear set. I'm fine. It's like I don't know. I'm just thinking, be prepared for something crazy. You know. Is that right? I haven't been asked that yet, but I think that's coming. Well, here's the thing, Jude. Discernment, yes, but what are the parameters that you can use to overwhelm your discern? How do you measure so you can discern? Right? What are the elements? What are the coordinates? What information are you focusing on so you can be discerning? What does that mean? That you back up the information by going to another source from Reddit, which is really unreliable, or do you get it from? So which source? You know, the idea is how do you become discerning when every portal for information access is now coming from the same place? It's like you're getting like instead of getting getting a Diet Pepsi, you're getting a Diet Coke. It's kind of the same thing. Tastes a little bit. It's kind of the same thing, right? And that it's soda. You know, it's still doing the same thing. Oh, thanks, Marlon. We're due. Sorry, man. I've been just trying to recover, dude. I'm wiped. I'm totally fucking wiped. Yeah. Well, Sweden is not doing so great, though. From what I understand, unless it's all false, but apparently they're having some problems in Sweden as well. They brought in a lot of people who don't want to assimilate, which makes sense. Why would you assimilate when you come to a place? You're not asked, you're not asked to live in the country. You give them food, you give them housing, you give them clothing, you give them all this deference. Why would you change? People don't change unless they're forced to, unless they want to. You gotta want to overcome the discomfort in your life so you can, affect change. And that's just simple. That's just human beings. That's nature. So if you're brought into a country and you're provided for, why would you leave? And why would you adapt? Right? Hey, Bolt. Yeah. Well, who's saying that? I don't think that's a human being saying that. I think that's Reddit. Is not a. I've been working with trying to set up some agents, an AI agent for myself. Now, what do you think? It's a series of functions that can be stacked, and so I can say, okay, go find me, get me a report on what. On all the new movies coming out next year, and who's the star of it, and it'll do deep research for me. It's an agent. An agent is an AI that can actually do things. And okay, this is part of a parameter system. It's like a search system on steroids. Yeah. Fucking cool. Very sweet. Very smooth. Very, very smooth. I saw that. That's terrible. Yeah, because they said they can't protect the Christians going to Christmas markets. That's horrible. That's terrible. Hey, Bruin 730. Tip of the tea to you. Sundays, I'm watching this show called Rogues of the SAS, or it's just a really fun show. It's a fun thing. I'm in season 2, and then what else I got to say to you guys? Not much. The Atlanta Comic-Con was interesting. I met my boy Jam Moore. Made some great friends, new friends. I got a new buddy. He played the role of Simcoe on Turn. The guy's an amazing actor and just a better guy, and one of the best actors I know. His name is Samuel Rukin, and he's just fucking stunning. Great actor. Good man, Hey, Marvin. A lot to report. Massive progress. I can't talk about anything else except Warzone. There is a new version. There's a produced version of Warzone Santa, and it sounds great. And I hope to. So I'm putting that forward. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, man? It's a long story why I did it. It was work related. So, yes, yeah, he is Ghost. Yeah, Ghost from Modern Warfare. Just a phenomenal guy, smart, funny. But for me, the role that he just killed in was Colonel Simcoe, Captain Simcoe, in the show called Turn. It's like an HBO show a few years ago. And he used a really high pitch of "Hello, Captain Simcoe," and he's got a very deep masculine voice. And I go, dude, he's just a great actor. Yeah. Well, yeah, that guy. He was. I read about him. That was. I think he was mentioned a lot in Mac Commanders of the Maccabee saga. The book I told you about that I read. I read a lot about him. He was like he's an extraordinary warrior. You know. What the hell was it? What's this guy's name of the book I was talking about? Oh my memory's dead. When you get tired, your memory, I just forget things now. You say having a beer, Teddy, at 2:00 in the morning? I love that. I love that. I love the Germans. Plaster, John J. Plaster, for God's sakes. I think he mentioned, anyways, I watched that and I said that was, a lot of those stories sounded familiar. I'd read about those before. Yeah. All right. What's going on? Who's it? Any drama? Anything happening out there that we don't know about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I read about him. I did. Well, actually, I did all the research for Woods was done way before, years before I studied. The Call of Duty job came up. I read Plaster's book. I read the book on Marine snipers. I just had a fascination with Vietnam because I kind of grew up just on the outside of Vietnam. Had it gone a couple years, I probably would have been drafted. I went to high school in 1973. Yeah, my freshman year was 1973, so I wasn't that far away. I was like 3 years away from being in the draft zone. So I love it. Olive Garden's hanging, man. It's hanging great. Darwin's doing good. Darwin lands on his feet, man. He's doing well. Yeah, he's doing well. Let's see. Vargas. Can you see me? How much did I write for Woods? I wrote, let's go backwards. I wrote all of Black Ops 4. I wrote all the dialogue for Black Ops 4 for Woods. I wrote most of the Easter eggs for them, or I had an edit capability for it. They sent me a script and I modified it, and I wrote almost all of the dialogue Black Ops 2 and some of Rich McDonald's. A lot, man. My credits, I'm listed as additional dialogue, but it was a lot more than that. When is HR joining again? I don't know what HR is. I don't know. I'm gonna try to bring him on middle next week. Next week I got a bunch. I got a ADR to do in a movie. I've got a bunch of appointments next week, so I'm really maybe Wednesday I'll do a show and get him on. You know. Sometimes I do. Yeah, it depends on where I am. The story I tell. Remember, I was at a movie and there's a whole bunch of young guys there, and I was ordering popcorn. This is like before COVID, right? And I'm sitting there, and kids looking at me like he knows me. It was Hollywood. So people, and I've done a lot of TV and movies, and commercials. So I've been visible. So you never know what it's for, what people recognize you for. And then I went up, and I go, yeah, give me a popcorn, make that the caramel stuff and one of the Diet Coke. And the kid looks at me and his eyes go wide. I go, yeah, it's me. And he runs away. And about a minute later comes back, and like 20 kids just swarm me. I'm signing popcorn things and heads. It's funny as hell. Every week, man. Been really good at slowing myself down. Been really good at taking time and delineating between, okay, is that an emotion or is that a thought? And which way did it go? Did this bad errant thought generate the emotions, or is this, an old emotion got triggered by a smell or some perspective? That happens all the time now. Like I'll be walking and I'll see something, just trigger an old emotion. I go, well, where'd that come from? And anytime I get to slow down, I can differentiate those. That really works for me. So glad you did, man. It's always good. This is not a long show tonight, maybe 45 minutes. I want to be in bed by literally 7 o'clock tonight. I am tired. All right. What I like most about Woods? His sense of timing. He has great timing. I can't argue with you on that. I think the actor Kumar is just brilliant, and he is sorely missed. And was an amazing talent, and he is still, he's still there. I still talk to him once in a while. Well, tell him I say congratulations. Wunderbar, wunderbar. I get to say that in the job the other day. Yep. I don't know anything about Guillermo del Toro. I know I know I like some of his movies, but in general, don't know anything about it. Never met the guy. I agree. Teddy, I can't agree more. I can't agree more. Let's see. Was that 4 years ago? Wow. Well, here's the deal, man. I've talked to many people, and the thing is, very few take action, take steps. I mean, it's easy to say things to someone, but to have someone actually take steps, take action on information, that's a big deal. So whatever success you've had, that's on you, man, because I said that to a bunch of, there are probably 100 people listening that day, and you took action. So that's all. I can't take any credit, man. It's all on you. Hey, Azure, thanks, man. It's funny. We had that conversation I had with a couple of fans. I was talking about, it's really important that, as a writer for the game and as for a performer, it's like you never want people to be intimidated. You don't want them to be, compressed. You want them to feel like if you push on it, you get intense. It's got to be, you believe. So yeah, I fucking believe in you. Come on, you can fucking do it, man. You got this. It's an adamancy. It's a commitment to pressure. Of you can do it. Oh, I love this one. So you're paying attention to your attention. It's great. And sometimes, art for me, sometimes you gotta be willing to just sit back and do nothing. Just sit there and just kind of let the thoughts roll in. And then when they come, you can capture them. It's like fishing, like going fishing. So is there a way? Yeah, you can go on the website. Go to sargescorner.com. If it doesn't work, let me know. But if you want to get something off the website, there's massive changes coming to the website, and I will be doing a signing probably the first week in December. So about 4 weeks after Thanksgiving, I'm going to do a big signing for with a Christmas discount and stuff. Yeah, I'd love to go back. I did Toronto. I did Calgary. I love Toronto. I don't know how I don't know what it's going to be like now. Although I do like the fact that the Canadians are playing well. So yeah. I'm a big hockey fan. Let's see. Oh, he wouldn't be a therapist. He wouldn't be. No, because he wouldn't be nice. He wouldn't last because he said, "Okay, here, fucking stop being this and fucking, it's a fit. It's a thought. Think different thoughts. That's all you got to do." I mean, and that's truly what it's like. He'd be very direct. You'd have one session with him. Here's what you got to do. There's 3 things. Do that. Come back next week. If you don't do it, don't bother coming back. It'd be very simple, very pragmatic. Here, all right. That's a thought. Differentiate between thoughts and emotions, and physical feelings, physical sensations, emotions, and thoughts. You got to separate. You got to study yourself long enough to know, am I hungry? Am I afraid? Or is it? Where's that coming from? Is it my body, my emotions, or my thinking? And the minute you have that separated, things get a lot clearer. A lot clearer. You've earned every inch of you've earned your piece. You've earned it. Yeah, Bo, you're great, man. You did great. You did great. Oh my gosh, 5:30 already. You did great, dude. Yeah. Yes, we do, Teddy. We do. You're one of the OGs. Narks, 8:00 at night, man. You working no more? You going out tonight? What are you doing? All right, get to bed, man. I'm not far behind you. I think 11 more minutes. I'm calling it a night. I just got to move. Just want to say hi to everybody. Just be sure you check in. Narks, you still out there, or did you take off? Nah, he's gone. So what else can I throw at you? Yeah, always. Let's see. I just got official. I'm going in on Monday to do some ADR on Beyond Silence. It's the film I shot in Chicago last fall. That seems to be going pretty well. I hope they find a home for it. They said that they're getting close, so that's great to know. So hopefully that film will be out. It'll be in theaters near you. What else? My other film. We're gonna pick up shooting. Apparently, we're gonna resume shooting in January. So it looks like my acting career is getting pushed. I have a film coming up in December, but that's like one day. So I think my acting career is being pushed to 2026. So this is all about, doing a rebuild, just kind of do an entire rebuild. It's nice. I like it. All right. 5 minutes, and I gotta go. Gotta go. Hey, when's when's the new Call of Duty coming out? Is that today? I just thought of something. Hey, listen, man, that's the point. Just sit up, hang out. Hey, Del Foster. It comes out on the 14th, right? Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure when it's coming out. You think the 17th? Is this the Gino? Wait, Gino. Oh, my God, Gino, how you doing, man? Gino, how are you? Give us the update, brother. It's been too long. It's probably mostly me because I've been kind of inconsistent. But how you doing, man? How's your recovery doing, man? It's like, oh, good to hear from you. I'm so glad you showed up, brother. So glad. I heard it's great. I heard. I know some of the guys working on it, and they say that did a lot of work on it. So that is definite. 1 week from today, which is the 14th. Got it. On a Friday night. So that's a good idea. Yeah, Gino, you're like a rock star, man. How are you? How's the family? How are the kids? And all that stuff. I mean, we're just curious. Who's going to buy the game? So you're back from a dark place. It's glad to hear, man. I'm glad to hear that. Man, you were just powerful and brave during that whole time. And I'm impressed. I was impressed by your ability to actually do what you did what you needed to do to get through it. And you took care of the people around you while you did it. Now, I'm impressed, man. You're a fucking rock star. So here, just cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you. And now you got that great. I don't know if you love her. I love your new prime minister, Meloni. I think she's great, man. What do the Italians think of her? Just say, spice up the conversations. You know what's the vibe in Italy on your new is it your PM, your prime minister? I'm not partying just yet. I got a few more minutes. You gotta ask me questions. Yeah, it's the same thing I always say. Pay attention to your attention. You know, make sure that you pay attention to your attention. What are you focusing on? And if something seems fucked up, it usually is. Yeah. How you doing? Is this Meow? I'm glad you like her. I think she's amazing. I think she's absolutely amazing. I love what she's saying. I love how she's the steps she's taking. She sees what's happening in England. She sees what's happening all over Europe, and she's taking efforts. I think it's great. I think there has to be. You got to protect Italian culture. It's got to. I mean, if the French fall, what are you gonna do? But the Italians, the food, the wine, they can't fall. I don't know, man. I never thought of it. To me, I drink so little coffee that it's 1 cup in the morning, maybe a second, and I usually no sugar, but because I'm fucking sweet enough. Well, we usually there's a book. The hell is his name? Anyways, it's a book about how we know what we need to know in the first 3 seconds of an encounter. When you feel that thing, if you feel it in your gut, something's wrong. It's because our bodies are just a gigantic antenna, right? And so, depending on how we're programmed to receive information, like if we start from a fucked up place, then we're going to hear a lot of fucked up things. But if you're in a pretty good place and something strikes you as, oh, that's not coming from me, and then so yeah, that's a big deal. Hey, Gino, man, you're like you're one of our heroes, man. Your vulnerability with this community really brought it together, and to let people support you made everybody feel a little bit better about themselves. That you supporting a friend in need, a community, that's a big deal for people. We need that. I know Meow is back. We love our Meow. We just love our Meowster. Yeah. What's that guy's name? Writes all those great books. whatever. My memory's terrible. When I get tired, I just lose my mind. Yeah, but I drink it really strong. Like I do espresso level. Espresso levels. I mean, I get cranky first thing in the morning. One cup, usually half, and then when I get up, and then I don't eat till like noon now, so I wait until noon, then I'll grab a sandwich. Yeah, whatever. So I have another half. So it's about a whole cup, but I split it up into halves. Nah, you're good, man. You're good. You're good. Matt Gladwell. Was it Max Gladwell? Malcolm Gladwell. Jeez. You know, that's the thing about memory. If you fight for it and if you're distracted, it goes with. The minute you let it go, it'll come back to you. Yeah, Malcolm Gladwell's book. He's a great writer. I love his observations. I love reading his books. I have a lot of them, actually. Let's call it In a Minute. I think it's called In a Minute. Well, you don't need to know why, bro. You just need to know that it works. Some things you don't have to figure out. Some things in life you don't need to figure out details. Just if it works, it works. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know it works. It's a good ritual. Ritual is really important for me. Ritual saves me steps. It keeps me from having to reinvent the wheel every day. Ritual is a really powerful tool if you master it. Ritual is momentum. And if you do something you have good habits. If you automatically, if you get up and do your exercise, right, or you have good work habits, it's so much easier to get things done because you're not reinventing the wheel. You're not getting yourself started. You're already in motion, Brandon White, how you doing? Gino, I never drank coffee until I went to Italy. I was 23 years old, and I have never had coffee up to that point. It was just because where I'm from is all like this instant coffee. People didn't have much money, so. But I went to Italy, and I just became. And then it took me another couple of years to figure out how to get it in America because it was the '80s, and we hadn't really started the great coffee fanaticism. It was all diner coffee, which Then I found Cuban coffee. It's a Cuban joint down the street from the house, and cafe con leche, and fell in love with that as well. Very similar to the Italian. Do I know William Fichtner? No, we Fichtner. We did a couple panels together. We've been on some events together. I don't really know him well though. Well, I was there. I played hockey in that arena inside the mountain. I speed skated there as well. I would love to go to Norway. Yeah, maybe one day. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that. I want to hear that you are progressing in your life. That's what I care about. Progress. They don't have to be perfect, just progress. I think it's better now, but back in the day, like Nescafe and stuff, it was just the smell of it now. I can't even do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm so spoiled when it comes to my coffee intake. Like I won't even. Yeah. Me and coffee. I do one a day. It needs to be good. Hey Gino, why aren't I in it? Because they didn't ask me to be in it. Yeah. Progress, man. So what are you doing now? Are you in college? Are you progressing? Like, what are you doing? For me, I only get I don't say depressed. I don't really get depressed. I'll call low energy. My energy threshold only lowers in two things: when I don't sense any progress or when I'm resisting. And they usually I don't have progress when I'm resisting something. Is that I'm either resisting starting a project or starting something that needs to get done. I have to write this this sheet. I'm taking a class. I have to do some homework, and I'm so resistant to starting it. I was like, oh, I'll just watch a little bit of the show and go to. But so for me, resistance. I have to understand why am I resisting, or just get started. Sadly, that's not my dog. That is not my puppy, sadly. But what are you gonna do? Zach Gaming. Haven't talked to you in a while. Yes, I'm drinking tea right now. Love it. So here's the deal. There's two things I got to look at. When I'm not where I want to be, then I have to, okay, if I'm not where I want to be, then I got to try to be try to want to be where I am. Because when things slow down, it's just the universe saying, okay, there's something you need to gather here. There's something you need to, I can't say this enough. There's always an opportunity right in front of you. I don't care how dire we perceive our situation to be. When I look back over time, the amount of opportunities I left on the table because I wasn't willing to look at them, or I just ignored it, or I just thought that's too good to be true. There's so many reasons why I let massive opportunities slide, or I question my validity, or I question should I do it. And especially as an athlete, man, there's so many times I go, what did I do that for? Why didn't I just take a step? And when you do find yourself kind of in a holding pattern, it just means there's something right in front of you that you're not seeing. You ever know how you go out, look like you're looking for your keys or your glasses, your wallet or something, and you can't, then all of a sudden like they're right in front of you, but you look everywhere but right in front of you. So that's all that is. Take a step back, take a breath, and just, relax into it, see what happens. Because there's something, the universe is telling you, you need to acquire something, or you need to see something first. And, there's an opportunity that needs to be fulfilled that's not going to let you pass by. Gino, thanks, man. Well, it takes one to know one, Gino. No, Teddy, you need your man to fly you to Italy and buy some good Italian roast, the Italian dark roast. Or French dark roast is great too. I'm not sure how good the coffee in Sweden is. I don't remember it being great. Or Javalia. There's some great, you may want to go south from Germany for the coffee. I'm just saying. No, what it is, Gino, it's that the screen I got has it's an editing screen, and it's super bright and it hurts my eyes. And yeah. And it's also, there is a cool factor to it, but mostly it's because my eyes are tired. These are the kind of glasses that protect you from blue rays, and I just basically spend all day on this computer, and my eyes are burning, and yeah. Austin Hoops, there he is, my main man. I'm doing great, buddy. How you doing? All good? You still got the pedal to the metal? I hope so, man. Yeah, go to Italy. Bring back pounds of coffee and pasta, because there's nothing like it in the world. Yeah. Hey, baby Curry. I've always wondered, a lot of us think of our childhoods and remember Black Ops with fond memories. You feel the same? Of course I do, yeah. For different reasons. That it was a great time in my career. It's all new. I had only been acting for in earnest for about 5 years. So it was a huge, huge event in my life. And it was great. The energy was great. And, that was the thing. You really have, look back at those times, and that was it was new, and It lasted 10 years. It's great. It's a great chapter in my life. So yeah, very fond memories. Thanks, Gino. You know, no, you don't. Actually, Olive Garden's not terrible. I haven't been there much, but I remember we shot a movie, and they Olive Garden catered. I can't remember. I think we're in somewhere in Chicago or somewhere in the Midwest. It's a long time ago, and I remember that they had lunch provided by Olive Garden. It was pretty good. So, but I don't eat much anyways. Well, remember, we have coffee from around the world. We have, we have in America, you can pretty much get anything you want in the U.S. There's easy to find. There's so many great gourmet coffee shops and Italian. We have good coffee here if you want to pay top price for it. Del Foster. Yeah, I know that. I know it was. It's funny how we never talk about Black Ops 3. It's just like it's not even on the radar most of the time. Although I think it might have the best zombies. That's what I hear. This time of year, a lot. It's been almost 3 years now? It's year 3. Yeah, it was this time. It was this time, 2023, I think, that that was our last dinner, our last lunch together. And that's it, man. Yeah. Miss him. Good man. I was talking about him. I was in Atlanta at the DreamHack Comic Con. I had a long conversation about him. He's taken way too soon. You make your own pasta? Had a girl. Yeah. I think I told you I think he was one of the greatest actors I've ever worked with. He made me such a better actor. He's an amazing guy. Great man, good dad, great father. He was just one of my, not just a good friend, well, he's one of my favorite people in the world. Yeah. Well, it depends on where you go. We have a thing called Trader Joe's. It's kind of a chain of stores, and they're very select. And they can get a fine Italian. It's $8, $9 a bag. You go to a shop, you're going to spend up to $10, $12 for a good cup of cappuccino. Possibly, but on average, like at Starbucks, a normal cup of coffee, $4. You want something that's more, elaborate. Espresso is always like $3, $4, $5 a cup. So, it's not terrible. I can pretty much say no. I thought everybody was great. Now remember, we didn't get to work. All the big stars weren't part of it. The guys I worked with were Andrew Hawks and Jeremy Dunn and a few other guys who were like the utility actors. They played every role for us, and we had great relationships on set. And they were all really good to work with, professional and fun. And we were all learning too, because this was new. No one knew how to do this, so we all kind of figured it out together. It was great. Yeah. Gabagoo. Gabagoo. Yeah, you're ready for the apocalypse. Good for you. As long as you have an AR. What do you guys have? The KK, the SKs over there? Are you guys using Czechoslovakian weapons? I'm not sure what you have in Germany right now. Yeah. Hey, Austin Hoops, let me know if you're playing basketball yet. The season's about to begin, right? Hey, Baby Kurt. I haven't played Black Ops campaign in a long time. I haven't played video games in a long time. It's fun. I see it differently when I play. When I hear the, I'm more judgmental when I play the game because I hear the voices and I go, oh, they chose that one. I like that. Sometimes I like, because usually you do 3 or 4 takes, and then rarely do you know which one they're going to use, because a lot of times you can crush one take, but it won't match the scene they need. It's just a great take, but they need it to be something else. So that was the thing. But it's fun. It's fun to hear your own voice being a knucklehead. Yeah, people. I had another friend die on Friday. Guy I played high school hockey with. I mean, I'm in that time of life. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4 people this year I lost, all like within 3 years of myself. That's crazy. That's crazy. Do I have any favorite winter foods? I like soup, especially in the wintertime. I like soup. I like soup in the summer, but I'm a good meaty vegetable soup. I love that. Yeah, and what else do I like for winter food? Soup. I like soup in the winter. Yeah. Thanks to Blanca. I mean, it's like you get to be a certain age, you're kind of prepared for it. It's just, and then a lot of the guys who did, there's only one guy who surprised me. He was super fit, and I was like, it was a real shock. The other guys, oh yeah, they were having health problems. That it's not a complete shock, but the one guy who was super healthy, I was like, oh. Anyways, yeah. No. If I do have a cologne, it'd be Issey Miyake. I rarely wear cologne. But yeah, it's called Issey Miyake. It's a Japanese designer. Dog. Hey dog, how you doing? I love my dog. Yeah. You're going through that. Yeah, it's a strange world. It's a strange place. And usually I didn't stay in my hometown. I left. So I'm really disconnected from the origins of who I grew up with. And I come back and I'll check in with them every now and then and I'll connect. But it's really interesting to see how different. Hang on. Somebody's warning me to shut up about something. Yeah. No, not Mr. Miyagi. No. Issey Miyake. Anyways. I had fun when I was in Tokyo. I liked it. I like it. It's good scent. You can play with AI? Yeah, I've been dabbling myself. Yeah, dog. I'm taking that Tony Robbins course right now. Tony Robbins got this course. It's free. You can go online right now, and it's all lectures. They're really just pitching the course, which is not a bad idea. I'm not sure if the 600,000 people who are watching can all be life coaches. They're kind of pushing a life coach thing, which is great, but I don't know how many. You really have to have it's great if you want to dissect your vision and you've got a vision, but anyways, this is a class entirely exposing you to people who are working with AI or have good advice as to how they do, or they just talk about it. You really have to kind of draw out your own information. There's a couple people give you activities. They say, okay, open a new window, open your whatever your AI is, and then try this. Here's a prompt. And I learned a lot today. I learned so much today. Actually, I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see. I get the headsets in tomorrow. Casting. Yeah, man. Look at why not you? You know, you just never know. Why not you? Yeah, throw your hat in the ring, be available, get your skill up. Why not you? If Activision called me, would I go back? Sure. You know, I don't know. It depends on the situation. There's a lot of moving parts. But I'd be open to a conversation. Absolutely. All right, Olive Garden. Thank you. It's great talking to you, man, as always. And I see you down the road. Yeah, dog, use everything at your disposal. Everything. Okay? Use everything because you don't know what they need. And you could solve a problem for them. So don't worry. I don't know she moved. I haven't seen her talk to Shuni in probably at least 8 months. Easily that. Yes, I have. We'll talk about it at some point. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Wait, you've been to Graceland 8 times? You've been in the States 8 times, Gino? How did I not know this? No, I've never been to Graceland. I don't think I don't have a strong urge to go there yet, but 8 times? Were you stealing shit? Were you taking stuff and just building something? Were you taking parts of the Cadillac and just bringing it home with you, rebuilding it? Sorry, I'm. Well, obviously you're an Elvis fan. That was my first assumption that you're probably a big Elvis fan. That's a little obvious. Let's see. Yeah, at some point, I'm sure I'm telling my agent to get me out a little more in terms of the Comic-Cons. Probably Detroit. Go watch Patrick Kane play. Could be his last year playing hockey. I love Patrick Kane. I think he's amazing. So, yeah. Yeah, I know she's probably really out building her life, and I love that for you guys. I hope you're all doing that. I hope you're out there just grinding away, making progress every day, having a very decisive idea of what you want for yourself. Be specific, keep narrowing down your focus, and keep aligning yourself with things that get you in that direction, and letting go of the things that hold you back, even if they're old and familiar. It may be time to let them go for a while because you got to move forward. Things, it's hard. Accomplishing something requires a lot of focus, and sometimes you got if something is kind of taking too much energy, then maybe you got to move on from it a little bit sometimes. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm so glad. Again, this is what it's about, gang. Progress, moving forward, and becoming a bigger, stronger version of yourself. Then you can reach down, and when you take that step up to the next place, the law of physics means you gotta help somebody take that place behind you. And hopefully somebody's helping you move up to the next step. And that's how this should go. Like when I move up someplace, I need somebody to take my place, and then you need something to take your place. And we all move up the chain in a supportive way. An Italian school bus driver. I just have all these ideas like mamma mia, gelato. I just have this great vision of an Italian bus driver. Amazing. No, you haven't lost them. Okay, you have. They're never yours in the first place. Remember this. Okay, we come together. And then we move on to the next place. And what happens to them is always a blessing. Just be grateful, and always be grateful for the opportunity to interact. And whatever opportunity that was there for you, find. We always have to find our gratitude, no matter how absurd it sounds, no matter how poorly we think someone's acting or treating us. We got to find gratitude because that's how we progress forward. Yeah. I'm 100%. Well, tell her I send my best always. Tell her and there's an open. You guys have an open pathway to me anytime you want. You know that, right? So. Yeah, like tonight, like right away. Like for me, it always starts with a good night's sleep. It always starts with putting it down and getting in bed and waking up early and starting fresh. I'm glad you laugh at that. Don't dox her like that. Come on. You can't do that. I love Japan. I lived there, worked there for a couple of times. I love Japan. I just love the culture. I love the people. Which agent? I have an agent for my personal appearances, and then I don't have an acting agent. There are people who submit, but I really haven't put. I have a commercial agent, but they're not really effective. I mean, because I've aged out. They don't use guys like me that much anymore. And they keep saying I have looked at. This is true. This was said to me. You've got to put on 30 or 40 pounds to be hireable because you're not looking like you need to take these drugs. And I only go up for geezer drugs, right? So it's like you don't look like you're diabetic. I said, well, yeah. So anyways, you know my number, man. You know track me down. Yeah, they find me, because I've got a little bit of visibility. That was a vertical. That was, yeah. Yeah, I know that's the problem. I don't look sick enough to get a job, so I heard that, man. You're my hero, dude. You're an amazing dude. You're an amazing dude. Yeah. Hey, Timoder, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Well, like everything else, dog. This is the lesson I've learned. I earlier said you got to see the opportunity in front of you. I took the gig because I like to stay sharp. If I'm not acting, I'm not an actor. So I want to keep my skills sharp just in case something I really want to do comes up. My skills are sharp. And then that turned into a really enjoyable role. I had worked with the kid who was a star. He's a really good kid. I enjoyed everybody. It's a real masculine set. It's all guys. We're in prison. So it was a guy set. I really enjoyed the company. So I made more than just the best of it. I really turned it into a good experience for myself. Plus, I get to spend 5 days in a prison, an actual prison up near Bakersfield. So it's kind of great. These experiences you don't get to. When you get to hang out in a prison, just to see oh wow, this is what it's like. It's really cool. So it was a good experience for me. Don't be, man. It's needed. Be strong. You've got a president that has your back. Just do it and know that you're a good man, and know that whatever happens, just move easy, move with compassion, but understand, every time life presents something, we have to really take a breath to see what's there, right? And know that there are people who are going to give you a hard time no matter what you do, because they're trained to be resentful. I mean, half our elections are won or lost on resentment, Not on policy, on resentment. So, yeah. What a great kid. I hope we get to meet one day in person, all of us. I really hope that. Good question. I don't remember. Good question. I don't know. I don't remember that. What happened? How that happened? I've done a lot of those, dog. A lot, more than I care to say. Well, Gino, it takes one to know one, dude. So yeah, look at yourself, go in the mirror, and you'll know where the cool comes from. Because if you don't got it, you don't spot it. Yeah, actually, I agree, man. I agree. Not sure yet. Working on that. Actually, was working on that earlier today before my class started. But this change is happening fast too. It's great. Probably by December 1, I'm gonna have a whole new thing for you. Things are moving really well. Very happy. Violet Moonlover. What an amazing name. Violet Moonlover 22. What a great name. Tornado. You handsome bastard, you. Yeah. Oh man, it's 1:15. I gotta go. Shit, I'm late. All right, everybody. I gotta bounce. Thanks for coming by, saying hi. Appreciate y'all for being here. It's been great. You made my day. I'm glad to hear everybody's doing so well, and I'm glad to hear that there's progress. And Jude, I'm so glad you showed up, man. I was thinking about you the other day. Actually, I have a journal I keep, and I kind of was going through last year, and I said, how's this guy doing? So he's like, you're doing great. Yeah, well, Moon Violet, I'll be back probably Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll have a show Wednesday, and maybe I can drag Darwin on for an hour. It'd be fun. Yeah. I appreciate that. But I'll say to you, Gino, that you were your own light. We were just reflecting it back to you. Everything you did. We were just there witnessing. So whatever light you felt came to you, that was your light. All we did was mirror you. We bounced it, but your strength was your strength, not ours. So everything, please own it, rub it in, right? Because you're a good man. We need more like you. Yeah. You too, Del Foster. Take care. Wait a minute. Is that Michelle? Moon. All right. I'm going to bounce. Everyone take care. Have a great Friday night. And if you drink and drive, focus. Focus. All right. Take care. Don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs. Woods out.